Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mrs. Rico's fourth grade class. And today we're going to continue to learn about the water cycle and the stages of the water cycle. We're going to be continuing from the week's lesson about the water cycle. Today, we're going to put it into practice and application by making a model of the water cycle so we can view its stages. So we're going to go over here a quick little PowerPoint to explain to what we're going to do. Okay, so first you're going to need some things to be able to do this model. You're going to need some materials. You're going to need a large bowl, mug, plastic wrap, rubber band or tape, warm water, paper, pencil, and color pencils. Then for the directions is you will need to get in groups of 3 to 4. You will place the mug in the large bowl, and then you'll fill the bowl with at least 2/3 of the warm water and make sure you do not get any water in the cup. If you want, you can put the water in and then the cup. It is up to you. And then you can cover the bowl with the plastic. You will place a rubber band or tape to secure the plastic, and then you will place aside the bowl for about 5 minutes. Within those 5 minutes, we are going to be waiting for the action. Wait 5 minutes for the water cycle to take its course. During these 5 minutes, discuss with your group what you predict will happen. Make sure that everyone shares their predictions with the group, and make sure you use those newly acquired vocabulary words. Condensation, precipitation, landmass, water mass, evaporation, water vapor, condensation. Use all those new words. Okay, once you're done with the model, what you're going to do is you're going to observe the outcome of your model, and you're going to observe and see what you have learned. Students will now take a piece of paper, pencil, and color pencils and draw a picture of the model of the water cycle just completed and label it with the corresponding stages of the water cycle. Okay, and here's a little quick video on a demonstration on how we will be doing our experiment or our water cycle demonstration. Okay, so like I mentioned before, you're going to need some materials to be able to do this. And those were my kiddos that you saw there in the back. They're helping me they're my helping hands. So first you'll need a bowl, your warm water, your mug, here's your tape, and then here is your plastic wrap. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to put the water into the bowl. Then you're going to carefully put the mug inside the bowl. And now you're going to cover it with the plastic wrap. Make sure you seal the edges. Make sure no air goes in. And then you're going to secure the wrap with some tape. And like I said, you put this aside for 5 minutes. Since we're short on time, we already did one. It's this one that's setting out here. This one's been setting out for at least 5 minutes. So we will switch this one off and get the one that's been sitting for 5 minutes so we can see our outcome or our results and see how close our predictions were about the water cycle. So the bowl here represents, it's holding water, so it represents like a water mass, large water mass like a pond, a river, the ocean. The cup in there represents any landform, mountains, the land plains, and then the plastic wrap represents like the clouds, or it's going to build condensation. What happens is the warm water is representing water being warmed by the sun, and it creates your water vapors, and it starts to evaporate. And when it evaporates, it builds up on the plastic wrap as condensation. And when you have so much condensation, it gets heavy, so it falls down as precipitation. So what I'm going to have my kiddos do is we're going to tap the top of the plastic to show you how that precipitation falls. And your precipitation is your rainfall. So we're fixing to see there, we're tapping the plastic. So all that condensation is falling down. as rain, as precipitation. So once we lift the plastic, you'll be able to see that we still have some moisture and condensation buildup on the bowl. And when you look inside the cup, you see some moisture in there as well. And that is like your raindrops. That is your precipitation falling in there. So what happens is the precipitation falls back into the cup or on the land or back in the water, and then it's the whole process starts again. The whole stages of the water cycle start once again. Okay, so that is going to be the model that we're going to be doing. And then, like I mentioned before, once we're done, I want you to draw the model that you just did of the water cycle, and I want you to label it. This one here is made by my kids. This was my 4th grader, this was my 5th grader, and here you have illustrated evaporation, and you see his little water vapors there on hers as well. And then it hits the plastic and it forms condensation. You see the little droplets here, the accumulation of condensation, and then you see it coming down into the cup or into the land or back into the water, and this is your precipitation. And here we call this collection because it collects back into the ocean or into the land, and then we start up again with the water cycle. It's an endless rotation. And that's what we have for today for the water cycle model demonstration. Thank you.